How to view technical problems isolated. Hello, my name is Aaron Pilsan. I'm an international concert pianist, and in this video I would like to show you why it's important that you view your technical problems isolated, how exactly you can do it, and how your practice will benefit from it. So let's get started. I remember walking through the corridors of my university in Hanover, the HMTM, so the University for Music, and people were practicing the piano in every room. There were really small rooms, big rooms, but it was like a complete mess, many people practicing at the same time. And I remember that I've just heard people playing through the pieces, and I was always wondering why exactly, they just played through the pieces, and they would do that for 7 or 8 hours. And I already thought, what a waste of time. You can do that much more efficiently. And also, I have only practiced like 3 to 4 hours net time every single day, and I was already touring. I was touring through Europe, playing concerts while they were practicing. So I think my strategy was much better in that moment. And of course, you have to play through your pieces every once in a while to see where you're at, where the problems are. So for example, if I start practicing a new piece, that's what I always do. I look where exactly the most difficult passages are. I take a pen, usually my pencil here, and I mark the places where I think the biggest problems are. My experience, of course, tells me exactly where the problems are. If you're not so experienced, a mentor might help you to identify those passages. And then you have to play through sometimes. You have to play, of course, a lot in a slow tempo. I've been talking about this a lot. You have to practice slowly. That is extremely important. But on top of that, there are many difficult things that piano playing can offer you. There are scales, arpeggios, thirds, sixths, octaves, jumps, chords, fast passages, all these kind of things. And for each of them, you need specific kind of exercises that will help you exactly with that problem. For example, you have a scale, and people might say, I will just practice that scale. Wrong. What is the problem with the scale? Many of you might know, who have been playing the piano for a few years, that playing upwards with the right hand, for example, is more difficult than playing downwards. Why is that the case? Because moving the thumb is a big problem. Placing the thumb on the next position, being flexible with your thumb. So the exercises you do have to tackle exactly this problem. Just being flexible with your thumb. Doesn't make sense to play all the other fingers all the time and do scale work up and down when actually the problem is the thumb. Or another example, you might practice so-called jumps, I always say like grab the keys and so on, but you might practice them every now and then, whereas actually the problem is just the movement and not the playing itself. So you have to really isolate the things, get proper exercises for each of those problems so you can tackle them in the best possible way. It's like having a toolbox of things where you use a screwdriver for something, you use a hammer for something, and you can always improve. Of course, you can add more exercises and stuff and add that to your daily practice. So you will play through, you will play slowly, but you also add these things. So this is kind of a little shorter video here, but it was just super important for me to nail that down because I've seen it so many times, both from professional pianists and from amateur pianists. And if you do that in the wrong way, the results will just be frustration, that you don't progress quickly, tense muscles, you might even get problems later on, you don't progress with your pieces, they are not on the level that you desire. You get nervous if you want to perform because you don't have a solid foundation. And if you do those things right, then you will have much more confidence in yourself and your playing. First of all, you will start to have confidence in the process itself. Later on, you will get confidence yourself after you have managed within the process because you know that you can do it. So first of all is always the confidence in the process. Later on is the confidence in yourself. And your playing will improve. You will get compliments from other people because basically every single piece there is just a few spots, 3 or 4 passages which really have to be practiced properly. The rest is playing through, getting to know it, digesting it, taking breaks and living with that piece for a while. So it's important to tackle those things immediately when you start practicing a piece, not just after months, because then probably will be already too late if you have the wrong habits. So you have to start with that right when beginning the piece. And then, you will progress much faster and you will enjoy your playing. Even more so will the others around you. So if you also want to learn what exactly you need to do in your situation, what exercises you need for your pieces to find out where the problems are in your pieces and how you should practice them. I don't say you have to practice all day like this, but a few minutes every day will already be enough to move your playing to the next level with the right exercises. Then sign up for a free strategy session with me where we'll find out if and how I can help you in your situation. All you have to do is you go to aaronpilson.com/academy, fill out the form, and either I or my assistant will call you to see exactly where you are, if we can help you, and then we move on from there. Thank you for watching and see you again in the next video.